Oh, goodness. First dates, whew, they can be nerve-wracking, especially in this day and age. And Bokma, Amit Karia are from chapter2dating.com. We love when they're on here to pass along some advice because they met online and have been dating, and it's going well.
Mm-hmm.
I would
very
say so.
well.
Thank you, Tinder. Thank you, Tinder.
Yes. How long? 3.5 years?
Yes, 3.5 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And have started this to help others.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, let's start with some of your first dates. Anne, do you want to go first? Like, what was one of your first dates when you were looking for a new partner?
Yeah, so I would say my first date was disastrous because I spent a lot of time, getting ready, getting dolled up, and planning where to meet, and I got stood up. There was a miscommunication about where to meet, and so the guy just texted me and said, "I'm not showing up," and I was like, "Oh, this is a brand new world here."
Yeah.
So it was pretty disappointing,
Yeah.
but it taught me a lesson to keep my expectations realistic.
No. What about you, Amit?
So I matched with somebody online. Now she didn't have her picture. She had a piece of artwork. That should have given it away. But I said, how bad could it be? It lived very close by, so we decided we were going to meet at a coffee shop. I messaged her. She goes, "I'm running late. I'm at my apartment. Why don't you wait downstairs? Why don't you come upstairs?" I said, "Okay." That's something that I would advise, but I didn't know. Went upstairs and walked in, and I kind of realized that there wasn't really a connection.
Sure.
But she said, "Well, come in, and let me give you a tour of my apartment. This is my bedroom. Let's skip."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, no."
Oh,
no.
wow.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
I guess that qualifies as proposition, but I
Yeah.
said, no. Let's just go for that.
But we didn't
Yeah.
let that dissuade us. These bad experiences.
Because that does happen in your workshops. Do you see that a lot happening with?
Well, I think people need the confidence. They need to hear that it's okay to have one or two bad experiences, right? And then you can learn to equip yourself with good habits.
Yeah, we hear from women a lot, especially, I had so many bad dates, that's it, I'm not trying anymore. Yeah. And no, that's fine for some people, but most people do like to have a partner in their life.
Sure.
So those are strategies we teach, is like how to approach it all so that you don't have these kind of experiences.
Let's get to some do's and don'ts, okay?
One of the simplest things is staying positive. A lot of times we have bad experiences and it shows. When we meet people, we're negative and we say, "Wow, you better not be this way. You better not have this. You better..." Just stay positive, smile, look at things that it won't be bad. Why are we assuming it's going to be bad?
Yeah, and keep your expectations realistic. Don't assume you're going to be meeting the one or your next, wife or husband or whatever.
Just a friend.
Just treat it like a client meeting. Your first date. And also for men, I would say. If you're setting up a first date, suggest a place to meet. Don't leave it all up to the women. Often the women are the planners. We do all the emotional labor. Suggest a coffee shop or a cool place to go for a walk.
Yep. And I think
that's where I was going to go next. Like, what do we do? Is it too much to go out for dinner?
Yes.
Too much.
Dinner is too much because then you're like, who pays the bill?
Correct.
Like that.
Also, what if there's no connection within 10 minutes?
Right.
You
figure
gotta
out where the
sit through a
bathroom is and then
2-hour
just sitting
dinner.
there for
Yes.
And who pays the bill? You have too much to negotiate.
Okay, so, is a walk a great idea?
Excellent. That's what we used to do.
Walk and talk.
Walk and talk.
Half an hour.
That's it. That way you have an end point. And people always say at the end, "Oh, there's a lot of pressure." Like, what do you do? What do you say? "Oh, we're going to meet again"? Anne had a great suggestion when she used to meet people.
Yeah. At the end of the walk, you can say something like, "This is really great meeting you. How about we both think about it and see if we want to get in touch with each other later?" That way, no one's obligated to say yes or no, or
because the pressure, the end of the date is coming, and
Correct.
like you don't.
Often the guy feels he has to ask you out,
or like a little peck on the cheek, or
so we always say no kissing.
Yeah, don't kiss. This is a complete stranger.
Yeah.
Even hugs are awkward. Like people go to hug me, I'm like, I don't even know you. There's time for that later. This is a meet and greet. This is not.
Funny you say that because I'm such a hugger, and I was like, I saw you today, and I was just like,
we know each other.
I know, but I was coming in for a hug, and then you stuck out your hand. I'm like,
but I did hug you, didn't I? Or
no, we didn't. We just shook hands. But I'm fine with that.
I will hug you later, Tim. I will hug you. Big hug later.
Okay, so we're running out of time. What other things?
Being honest. Like, a lot of times people, especially with men, we have a tendency of adding a couple of inches on the height. This happens all the time,
and women will lie about their age, and men too.
Right. So you want to be honest. Don't misrepresent. You don't want people, and also pictures, like, keep something current.
We've talked about the pictures in the past. We only got 30 seconds left. So when's the next workshop? What can we do? Because I know the workshops are generally for women, because the guys don't want to do that, but they do one-on-one.
That's
Yes,
right. Thank you, Tim. So the next workshop is January 9. It's for women only, women over 50. We do one-on-ones with men, and we teach them everything we learned in our 2 years of online dating,
Wonderful.
what to do, what not to do, and we've had a lot of success stories, right?
Oh, yeah.
Amit?
Great success stories, and we find that people just need that encouragement.
For sure, and it's the end of the year. That's always thinking like 2025, I'm going to meet somebody.
That's
and
right.
That's a perfect
That's
chance,
right.
chance to do that. Well, hook it up with our website, cach.com/morninglive. Amit, and always love having you.
Thank you so much.
Chapter2dating.com. See you tomorrow.